Imagine this. A billionaire's daughter, dripping with arrogance, hurls a vicious insult at Johnny Depp, right to his face. The crowd gasps. Cameras flash. But Depp, he stays calm. With just 7 words, he delivers a comeback so sharp it sparks a firestorm. Her family's empire? It crumbles. How could a single sentence destroy a billion-dollar legacy? Stick around to uncover the shocking truth behind this clash and why words can be more powerful than wealth. In this video, you'll learn the untold details of this explosive encounter. We'll dive into the lesser-known moments that fueled the drama, reveal the clever twist in Depp's reply, and expose how one reckless insult unraveled a dynasty. You'll discover surprising facts about Johnny Depp's wit and the hidden cracks in a billionaire's world. Watch till the end for a lesson that'll change how you see power and pride. Welcome to Story Spot, where we bring you gripping tales and hidden truths. If you love dramatic stories with big lessons, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Let's get into it. Johnny Depp. The name alone sparks images of swashbuckling pirates, quirky inventors, and enigmatic outcasts. He's a Hollywood legend, a chameleon who slips into roles like they were made for him. Born in Kentucky in 1963, Depp started as a teen heartthrob on TV's 21 Jump Street. But he wasn't content with just being a pretty face. He craved depth, art, and characters that push boundaries. By the 1990s, he was working with visionary directors like Tim Burton, carving out a reputation for bold, eccentric performances. Think Edward Scissorhands, a lonely soul with blade for hands, or Ed Wood, the quirky filmmaker with big dreams and questionable talent. Depp brought humanity to the oddballs, making audiences root for the underdog. Then came Pirates of the Caribbean. In 2003, Captain Jack Sparrow swaggered onto screens, and Depp redefined what a blockbuster hero could be. With his slurred speech, gold teeth, and wobbly walk, Jack wasn't your typical leading man. Depp improvised much of the role, blending rock star vibes with pirate grit. The result? An Oscar nomination and a character so iconic, kids still dress as Jack for Halloween. The franchise grossed billions, cementing Depp as a global superstar. But he didn't stop there. He played Willy Wonka, the Mad Hatter, and even a demon barber in Sweeney Todd. Each role was different, yet unmistakably Depp. Proof of his range and fearless creativity. Beyond his acting, Depp's charm is magnetic. Off-screen, he's known for his quick wit and laid-back vibe. Stories abound of him surprising fans, like when he showed up in full Jack Sparrow costume at Children's Hospital, or the time he crashed a Pirates fan event, delighting everyone with his playful banter. His humor shines in interviews, where he deflects tough questions with a sly grin or a clever quip. In a 2010 chat with David Letterman, he dodged rumors about his personal life with a joke about his pet parrot. That's Depp, never rattled, always in control. Fans adore him for it, and even critics can't deny his charisma. But Depp's life hasn't been all smooth sailing. His public controversies read like a Hollywood script themselves. In 2016, his high-profile divorce from actress Amber Heard exploded into headlines. Allegations of abuse flew both ways, splitting fans and sparking heated debates. The legal battles dragged on for years, with lawsuits, countersuits, and leaked audio tapes. In 2020, a UK court case against a tabloid labeled Depp a wife-beater, a ruling he fiercely disputed. The Virginia trial in 2022 was a circus, live-streamed, meme-filled, and watched by millions. Depp won that defamation case, clearing much of the cloud over his name. Through it all, he faced relentless media scrutiny. Paparazzi hounded him. Headlines dissected his every move. Yet, he rarely lashed out. Instead, he'd crack a joke or shrug it off, letting his work speak louder than the noise. Depp's resilience isn't just about charm. It's strategic. He's mastered the art of staying composed under pressure. During the 2022 trial, his calm demeanor on the stand won over fans and jurors alike. He'd answer hostile questions with dry humor, like when he quipped about hiding in a closet to avoid an argument. That poise comes from years in the spotlight, navigating fame's highs and lows. Lesser known is how he's dodged traps others fall into. Early in his career, he turned down blockbuster roles that didn't spark his interest, choosing art over cash. In the 1980s, he nearly quit acting to focus on music, playing guitar in bands like the Kids. Even today, he tours with his band, Hollywood Vampires, alongside rock legends like Alice Cooper. It's a side of Depp most don't see, a rebel who plays by his own rules. Insulting Johnny Depp, then, isn't just bold, it's a gamble. His fans are fiercely loyal, spanning generations and continents. Social media lights up with hashtag Justice for Johnny whenever he's attacked. Cross him, and you risk a backlash that's swift and brutal. But it's not just fans. Depp's what makes him dangerous. He's not the type to shout or throw punches. Instead, he'll dismantle you with words, sharp, unexpected, and unforgettable. A 2011 interview clip shows him gently roasting a reporter who pried too far, leaving the room laughing while the journalist squirmed. That's the thing about Depp. He doesn't need to raise his voice to win. One clever line can shift the narrative, turn the crowd, or spark a viral moment. His controversies have only sharpened this skill. The legal battles taught him how to play the long game. He's faced billion-dollar studios, tabloid empires, and public smear campaigns, and come out standing. In 2020, when a major studio dropped him from a franchise, fans boycotted the decision, trending hashtags for months. That's the power of Depp's influence. An insult aimed at him isn't just personal. It's a spark that could ignite a firestorm. Someone bold enough to take that shot would need to be fearless or reckless. They'd be stepping into a ring with a man who's weathered storms and walked away smiling, but who dare to challenge him. Meet Vanessa Langston, or, as the tabloids call her, the Princess of Privilege. She's the only daughter of billionaire tycoon Victor Langston, a name that echoes through boardrooms and penthouses. Vanessa grew up in a world most can only dream of. Born into obscene wealth, she never knew the word no. At 28, she's a walking headline, glamorous, bold, and dangerously entitled. Her Instagram boasts private jets, diamond-encrusted handbags, and parties on yachts docked in Monaco. But beneath the glitz, there's a storm. Vanessa's arrogance is legendary. She doesn't just walk into a room. She demands it bows to her. Her life is a carousel of luxury. Picture a childhood spent in a Manhattan penthouse, with views stretching over Central Park. Summers meant villas in the south of France. Winters brought ski chalets in Aspen. Her wardrobe? A museum of couture, with dresses flown in from Paris before they hit runways. Vanessa's education was elite. Private tutors, Swiss boarding schools, an Ivy League degree she barely worked for. Money opened every door. Need a last-minute reservation at the world's hottest restaurant? Her name got her the chef's table. Want backstage passes to a sold-out concert? One call, and she's posing with the band. To Vanessa, rules are for other people. She's untouchable, or so she thinks. The source of her power is the Langston Empire. Victor Langston built a fortune in real estate, turning a small construction firm into a global juggernaut. Langston Properties owns skyscrapers in New York, Dubai, and Singapore. Their portfolio includes luxury hotels, sprawling malls, and gated communities for the ultra-rich. Forbes pegs Victor's net worth at $12 billion, and the company's influence touches governments and markets. Vanessa, as the heir, is groomed to inherit it all. She sits on the board, though insiders whisper she's more interested in the title than the work. Her father's name shields her, letting her glide through life with a sense of invincibility. But that shield has cracks. Vanessa's reputation is a double-edged sword. To her followers, she's a queen, bold, unapologetic, living a fantasy. Her social media drips with confidence. Captions like "Born to Rule" or "Catch Up" or "Get Left Behind." But to others, she's a ticking time bomb. Her reckless behavior makes headlines for all the wrong reasons. At 22, she crashed a $300,000 sports car in Miami, then laughed it off on live video. A year later, she was caught berating a hotel staffer in Bali over a wrong cocktail, the clip going viral with millions of views. Blogs feast on her outbursts, calling her the billionaire brat. One lesser-known incident involved a charity auction in London. Vanessa bid $2 million on a painting, only to ditch the payment when she lost interest. The organizers were furious, but her father's check smoothed it over. Her public meltdowns aren't just tantrums, they're power plays. Vanessa thrives on attention, good or bad. She once tweeted, "Haters fuel my fire," after a fashion magazine criticized her gala outfit. The post got thousands of likes, feeding her ego. But it's not just online. At elite events, she's known for cutting remarks and icy stares. A former friend, quoted in a gossip column, said Vanessa once humiliated a rival at a Paris fashion show, mocking her dress in front of designers. The story spread, but Vanessa shrugged it off, posting a selfie with a caption, "Oops, did I say that?" Her followers ate it up, but the incident left whispers of enemies waiting for her to slip. The Langston Empire, for all its strength, isn't immune to her antics. Victor's boardroom allies grumble about her behavior. Shareholders wince at her headlines. A 2023 report in a business journal noted a dip in the company's stock after Vanessa's Bali outburst sparked boycott calls. Her father, ever protector, spins it as youthful spirit. But insiders know the truth. Vanessa's recklessness is a liability. She's been handed everything, wealth, status, influence, but lacks the restraint to wield it. Her sense of untouchability blinds her to consequences. Why worry when daddy's billions can fix anything? That mindset drives her, and it's about to lead her into dangerous territory. The stage is set at the annual Starlight Gala, a glittering event in Los Angeles. It's the kind of night where A-listers and moguls collide under chandeliers, cameras catching every move. Vanessa arrives in a custom gown, her presence commanding the room. She's there to be seen, to dominate the headlines. The gala's guest list is a who's who of Hollywood, and among them is Johnny Depp. He's fresh off a career resurgence, his charm as potent as ever. Vanessa, fueled by her need for attention, spots him across the room. She's heard the stories, Depps with his loyal fans, his knack for stealing the spotlight. To her, he's a challenge, a chance to prove she's untouchable, even against a legend. She doesn't know it yet, but she's walking into a trap of her own making. Her arrogance, her hunger for control, her belief that no one can touch her. It's all about to collide with a man who's faced worse and come out on top. The encounter is moments away, and the fallout will be unlike anything she's ever faced. The Starlight Gala in Los Angeles is electric. It's the kind of night where Hollywood's brightest stars and the world's richest elites mingle under a canopy of crystal chandeliers. The venue, a sprawling ballroom in a historic hotel, drips with opulence. Gold-trimmed tables hold flutes of champagne. A live orchestra plays softly, blending with the hum of laughter and clinking glasses. Paparazzi line the red carpet outside, their cameras flashing like lightning. Inside, every moment is a performance. Actors, musicians, and moguls trade smiles and subtle jabs, all while the world watches. The gala raises millions for charity, but let's be real, it's also a stage for power plays and egos. On this night, the air is thick with anticipation. Something big is about to happen. Vanessa Langston sweeps into the room like she owns it. Her gown, a shimmering silver number designed just for her, catches every light. Diamonds glitter at her neck, worth more than most people's homes. She's 28, the billionaire heiress of Langston Properties, and she knows all eyes are on her. Her Instagram stories are already racking up views. Clips of her posing, smirking, sipping a martini. She's not here to blend in. Vanessa craves a spotlight, and tonight, she's determined to steal it. Across the room, Johnny Depp stands quietly. He's in a tailored black suit, his signature rings glinting on his fingers. Fresh off a career resurgence, he's a night's honored guest, here to present a charity award. His presence draws whispers. Fans adore him. Even skeptics respect him. But Vanessa, she sees a target. The gala's program is in full swing. A comedian hosts, tossing light roast at the crowd. The audience laughs, claps, and sips their drinks. Vanessa sits at a prime table near the stage, her entourage of influencers and yes-men buzzing around her. She's restless, scanning the room for a way to make waves. Her eyes lock on Depp. He's chatting with the director, his easy smile lighting up the conversation. Vanessa knows his story. Everyone does. The pirate's icon, the legal battles, the comeback. She's heard he's untouchable, a master of charm and wit. That bugs her. Vanessa doesn't like sharing the stage. And there's something else. A grudge. Months ago, at a smaller event, Depps' offhand comment about entitled heirs made headlines. Vanessa took it personally. She's been stewing ever since, waiting for a chance to strike back. Her moment comes during a break in the program. The host invites impromptu toasts from the crowd, a gala tradition. Microphones pass between tables. A singer praises a charity. A CEO boasts about his donation. Then Vanessa stands, her movements deliberate. The room quiets. She's a known wild card. People brace for drama. Microphone in hand. She strides toward the stage, her heels clicking on the marble floor. The spotlight follows her. She flashes a smile, but it's sharp like a blade. "I want to toast Johnny Depp," she says, her voice dripping with mock sweetness. The crowd murmurs. Depp looks up, his expression neutral, but alert. Vanessa pauses, letting the tension build. Then she delivers the blow. "Johnny, you're a legend," she starts, her tone sugary. "But let's be honest. Your best days are behind you. Clinging to that pirate hat? It's sad. Time to retire, old man." The words land like a slap. The room gasps. A few nervous laughs ripple through, but most are stunned. It's a personal public jab, cutting at Depp's age, his career's iconic role. At 62, he's still a titan, but Vanessa's words sting. They're meant to. She's not just insulting him. She's challenging his relevance, his legacy. The cameras catch every second. Social media is already buzzing. Vanessa smirks, soaking in the chaos. She wanted attention, and she's got it. But there's more to her motive. This isn't just about headlines. It's about power. By taking down Depp, she's proving she's untouchable, bigger than even a Hollywood giant. And that grudge? This is her revenge, a chance to humiliate the man who, in her mind, slighted her months ago. Depp's reaction is pure class. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't stand. He just leans back in his chair, one hand resting on the table. His eyes, hidden behind tinted glasses, lock on Vanessa. A faint smile plays at his lips, not angry, not rattled, but knowing. The crowd watches, holding their breath. They know Depp's reputation. He's faced worse than this. Courtrooms, tabloids, betrayals. A spoiled heiress? Child's play. His calmness is unnerving. It's the kind of composure that screams control. Vanessa's smirk falters, just for a second. She expected a reaction, anger, embarrassment, anything. But Depp gives her nothing. He's a chess master, and she's just made her move. Now it's his turn. The room feels like it's on a tightrope. The host tries to lighten the mood, cracking a weak joke. It flops. All eyes are on Depp. He shifts slightly, his fingers tapping the table. That smile grows, subtle but sharp. He's not just processing the insult. He's crafting something. Those who know him, who've seen his interviews or courtroom moments, recognize the look. It's the same one he had when he roasted a lawyer with a quip or dodged a reporter's trap with a laugh. Vanessa stands frozen, the microphone still in her hand. She's played her card, but the game isn't over. Depp's silence stretches, deliberate, pulling everyone in. It's a masterclass in suspense. The crowd leans forward. Phones are out, recording. Twitter is exploding with clips of Vanessa's jab. The world is watching, waiting. What did Depp say next? The Starlight Gala hangs in a breathless pause. Vanessa Langston stands on stage, microphone in hand, her venomous insults still echoing. She's just called Johnny Depp a washed-up has-been, mocking his age and his pirate legacy. The crowd is stunned, their eyes darting between her smirk and Depp's calm figure at his table. He hasn't flinched. His faint smile, barely visible behind tinted glasses, holds the room captive. Every camera is on him. Phones are recording. The tension is a live wire. Vanessa's jab was meant to humiliate, to cement her dominance. But Depp, he's ready. He leans forward, takes the microphone offered by a nervous waiter, and stands. The room holds its breath. Then, in a voice smooth as velvet, he delivers 7 words that change everything. "Your empire's built on Daddy's borrowed time." The words land like a thunderclap. They're sharp, witty, and brutal. In one breath, Depp dismantles Vanessa's entire persona. The reply isn't just a comeback. It's a surgical strike. It exposes a flaw at the heart of her arrogance. Her wealth, her power, her untouchability. All of it rests on her father's empire, not her own merit. The borrowed time cuts deeper, hinting at fragility, at cracks in the Langston legacy. It's a truth everyone in the room knows, but no one dares say. Vanessa's built her identity on being the untouchable heiress, but Depp's words stripped that away. He's called her out as a fraud, a spoiled child playing with power she didn't earn. And the crowd feels it. Gasps turn to murmurs. A few clap, then more. The applause builds, not loud, but sharp, like a wave breaking. Why is it so devastating? It's not just a wit. Depp's reply taps into a universal truth. Privilege without substance is a house of cards. Vanessa's insult was personal, but his comeback is existential. It questions her entire existence. And it's perfectly tailored to go viral. Those 7 words are short enough to fit in a tweet, clever enough to spark memes, and bold enough to dominate headlines. The audience knows Depp's history, his battles against studios, tabloids, and smears. They know he's faced giants and won. To see him turn the tables on a billionaire's daughter? It's electric. The reply also ignites a spark of resentment. Many in the room, waiters, assistants, even some elites, have felt the sting of Vanessa's arrogance. Depp's words speak for them, exposing her as a paper tiger. Social media is already catching fire. Clips of the moment hit Twitter within minutes. Tag with hashtag Depp versus Langston. Vanessa's reaction is instant and raw. Her smirk vanishes. Her face freezes, eyes wide, like a deer caught in headlights. She grips the microphone tighter, her knuckles whitening. She expected anger, maybe a stammered offense. Not this. Not a line that cuts straight to her core. Her mouth opens and closes. No words come. For the first time, Vanessa Langston looks small. The crowd sees it, a crack in her untouchable facade. She tries to recover, forcing a laugh. But it's hollow, swallowed by the growing buzz of the room. The applause for Depp isn't just approval. It's a shift. The power in the room is moving, and she feels it slipping. She steps back, her heels unsteady, and hands a microphone to the host. Her entourage at the table exchanges panicked glances. They know this is bad. The crowd's reaction is a mix of shock and glee. Some whisper to their neighbors. Others crane their necks to see Vanessa's face. A few A-listers exchange knowing looks. Depp's done it again. The host, desperate to regain control, cracks a joke about spicy toast and moves the program along. But the damage is done. The gala's energy has shifted. Depp sits back down, his smile unchanged, as if nothing happened. But everyone knows something has. Phones light up across the room. Influencers at Vanessa's table are already posting. Some siding with Depp. One guest, a lesser-known actor, tweets, "Johnny Depp just ended a dynasty. Hashtag Starlight Gala." The clip of his reply spreads like wildfire, racking up millions of views in hours. Memes flood Instagram. Vanessa's shocked face paired with Depp's quote, or Jack Sparrow winking with a caption, "Borrowed time, mate." Social media turns a moment into a global spectacle. Twitter erupts with hashtags like hashtag Deppros and hashtag Langston Down. Fans of Depp, already a fiercely loyal army, flood the platforms with praise. They've seen him weather storms, court cases, cancellations, betrayals, and this feels like a victory. One viral thread lists every time Depps would have shut down a critic, with the gala moment at the top. Meanwhile, Vanessa's followers are split. Some defend her, calling Depp's reply mean, but most are swept up in the drama. A TikTok soundbite of the 7 words becomes a trend, with users lip-syncing it over clips of their own mic drop moments. Even brands jump in, with one cheeky fast food chain tweeting, "Our fries last longer than borrowed time." The internet is merciless, and Vanessa's carefully curated image is crumbling. The moment's amplification isn't just online. Reporters at the gala file stories before the night ends. Gossip sites run headlines like Depp's savage comeback humiliates billionaire heiress. Paparazzi swarm Vanessa as she leaves, her head down, her entourage shielding her from flashes. Depp, meanwhile, slips out quietly, letting the chaos speak for itself. His fans see it as classic Johnny, cool, collected, and devastatingly sharp. But the ripple effects are just beginning. Vanessa's insult was a spark, and Depps' reply is gasoline. The Langston empire, built on reputation and influence, is about to face a storm. The public, the media, the markets, they're all watching now. And what started as a gala jab is spiraling into something much bigger. Johnny Depp's 7 words. Your empire's built on daddy's borrowed time. Hang over the Starlight Gala like a storm cloud. They're not just a clever jab. They're a spark that ignites a firestorm. Vanessa Langston's insult was meant to steal the spotlight, but Depps' reply flips the script. It exposes her as a spoiled heiress, her power unearned, her family's empire fragile. The crowd at the gala felt the shift. Social media exploded with clips, memes, and hashtags. But what starts as a viral moment grows into something bigger. Those words trigger a chain reaction that threatens to topple the Langston empire. The world is watching, and the fallout is relentless. The public's reaction is swift and brutal. Depps fans, millions strong, rally behind him. They've seen him battle studios and tabloids, and this feels like another win. Twitter buzzes with hashtag Langston down, while hashtag Justice for Johnny trends globally. Vanessa's insult clip, paired with Depps' comeback, racks up tens of millions of views. But it's not just fans. Regular people, waiters, office workers, students, see Vanessa as a symbol of unchecked privilege. Her jab at Depp, a beloved icon, feels like an attack on fairness. Online forums dissect her history. The crashed car, the berated staffer, the unpaid charity bid. Each story fuels outrage. Petitions circulate, calling for boycotts of Langston properties. One viral post reads, "Why stay at a Langston hotel when her heiress spits on legends?" The sentiment spreads like wildfire. Business partners take notice. Langston Properties, a $12 billion real estate giant, thrives on trust and prestige. Its skyscrapers, hotels, and malls are symbols of power. But Vanessa's antics have long been a liability. Depps' reply, calling the empire borrowed time, strikes a nerve. It's a phrase that sticks, quoted in news headlines and investor calls. Within days, a major hotel chain, partnered with Langston for a Dubai project, pulls out. Their press release cites brand misalignment. Insiders know the truth. Vanessa's gala stunt is toxic. Other partners follow. A Singapore developer pauses a mall deal. A European bank, financing Langston's London expansion, demands an urgent meeting. The empire's foundation is shaking, and Vanessa's face is on every article about the chaos. Vanessa doesn't help. Instead of staying quiet, she doubles down. The morning after the gala, she posts a cryptic Instagram story. A selfie with a caption, "Haters gonna hate. I'm still winning." It's a disaster. Fans screenshot it, mocking her tone deafness. Comment sections fill with jeers. Winning what? A feud you started? She tries to spin the narrative, tweeting, "Depps just jealous of real success." The post backfires. Depps supporters flood her mentions with pirate emojis and quotes from his reply. A lesser-known detail emerges. Vanessa's tweet was posted from her father's private jet, a fact dug up by sleuthing netizens. The optics are awful. A billionaire's daughter, whining from a luxury plane, while boycotts gain steam. Her PR team scrambles, but she ignores their advice. At a press event days later, she snaps at a reporter who asks about Depp. "He's irrelevant," she says, her voice sharp. The clip goes viral, adding fuel to the fire. The empire starts to crumble. Langston property stock, publicly traded, takes a hit. By the end of the week, shares drop 8%. Analysts point to reputational damage from the gala incident. Investors are spooked. Vanessa's role as a board member, once a formality, becomes a lightning rod. A shareholder letter, leaked to the press, demands her removal. Victor Langston, her father, tries to stabilize things. He issues a statement praising the company's core values and downplaying Vanessa's role. But it's too late. The public sees her as the face of the brand. Boycotts intensify. Social media campaigns urge travelers to book rival hotels. A viral TikTok shows empty Langston hotel lobbies captioned, "Thanks, Vanessa." Revenue projections for the quarter are slashed. Legal troubles pile on. A class action lawsuit, simmering for years, gains traction. It accuses Langston Properties of shady land deals in developing countries. The suit was obscure until the gala. Now, activists tie it to Vanessa's arrogance, framing the company as greedy and unethical. Protesters picket Langston's New York headquarters, holding signs with Depps' quote. Meanwhile, regulators sniff around. A government agency in Europe launches an audit of Langston's tax practices, spurred by public pressure. The empire's influence, once ironclad, is eroding. Politicians who once courted victors' donations distance themselves. A senator asked about the Langstons quips, "Borrowed time, huh?" The crowd laughs. The phrase is everywhere. Vanessa's role in the crisis is undeniable. Her refusal to apologize fuels the backlash. A week after the gala, she throws a lavish party in Miami, live-streamed to her followers. The optics are catastrophic, dancing in champagne while her family's empire burns. Blogs run headlines like heiress parties as Langston crumbles. Her inner circle, once loyal, starts to crack. An influencer friend leaks text to a gossip site, revealing Vanessa's rants about nobody Depp. The betrayal stings, but it's telling. Even her allies are jumping ship. Her father, desperate, pulls her from public events. But the damage is done. Vanessa's arrogance, her belief that she's untouchable, has turned a single insult into a corporate catastrophe. The lesson is clear. Words have power. Depp's reply wasn't just witty. It was a mirror reflecting Vanessa's flaws for the world to see. Her arrogance, her need to dominate, set the stage. One reckless jab at a man whose face worse unleashed a tidal wave. The public, the markets, the media, they all turn on her. Arrogance, unchecked, has consequences. A single moment, a single phrase, can unravel years of wealth and influence. The Langston Empire, once a titan, is now a cautionary tale. And it all started with 7 words, spoken by a man who knew exactly how to wield them. Words are weapons. They can lift you up or tear you down. At the Starlight Gala, Johnny Depp proved just how sharp they can be. His 7-word reply, "Your empire's built on daddy's borrowed time," didn't just sting Vanessa Langston. It unraveled her world. Reputation, that invisible currency, is everything. Vanessa's was built on wealth and bravado, but it was fragile. One moment, one clever line, exposed its cracks. The public turned, partners fled, and her family's empire shook. This wasn't just about a gala spat. It was about the power of words to shape how the world sees you. A single sentence can echo louder than a billion-dollar fortune. Why was Depp's response so effective? He didn't shout or curse. He didn't need to. His wit was his strength. Anger would have made him look petty, stooping to Vanessa's level. Instead, he chose truth. His reply cut deep because it was honest. Vanessa's power came from her father, not her own merit. Depp saw that and said it in a way that stuck. It was clever, not cruel. That's what made it lethal. People didn't just hear his words. They felt them. Fans cheered because he spoke for everyone who's ever faced a bully. The truth, delivered with a smile, is unstoppable. Malice fades, but wit endures. Depp's years in the spotlight, dodging traps and winning battles, taught him that. He played the long game, and Vanessa never saw it coming. Entitlement is a trap. Vanessa walked into it blindly. She thought her wealth made her untouchable. She underestimated Depp, assuming he'd crumble under her jab. Big mistake. Arrogance clouds judgment. It makes you forget that others have their own power, their own allies. Depp had fans, experience, and a knack for turning the tables. Vanessa's privilege blinded her to that. She thought she could attack a legend and walk away unscathed. But no one is above consequences. Her sense of superiority, her need to dominate, set her up for a fall. Underestimating someone, anyone, can cost you everything. It's a lesson written in the ruins of her family's empire. Could this happen in real life? Think about it. Maybe not with billionaires and galas, but words shape our world every day. A careless comment at work can tank your reputation. A snarky post online can spark a firestorm. We've all seen it. Someone says the wrong thing and their life unravels. Social media amplifies everything. One tweet, one video, and you're trending for all the wrong reasons. Vanessa's story feels extreme, but it's not far off. People lose jobs, friendships, even dreams because of what they say or how they act. And on the flip side, a well-placed word can shift the narrative. It can win hearts or silence critics. Depps' reply reminds us what you say matters, and how you say it matters more. Handling conflict wisely isn't easy. It's tempting to lash out, to match fire with fire. Vanessa did that, and it backfired. Depps showed another way. Stay calm. Think sharp. Speak truth. It's harder, but it works. Conflict is a test of character, of control. Vanessa failed it. Her arrogance drove her to attack, then doubled down when she should have backed off. Depp passed with flying colors. His restraint, his wit, turned a personal jab into a global moment. We all face moments like that, times when someone pushes us, tests us. The question is, do we react like Vanessa, reckless and entitled, or like Depp, cool and clever? The choice shapes what comes next. What a wild ride. Vanessa Langston, the billionaire's daughter, thought she could humiliate Johnny Depp with vicious insult at the Starlight Gala. She mocked his career, his age, aiming to steal the spotlight. But Depp, he turned the tables with just 7 words. Your empire's built on daddy's borrowed time. That sharp, witty comeback didn't just shut her down. It sparked a chain reaction. The public turned on Vanessa, boycotts hit, and business partners bailed. Her arrogance fueled the fire, and the Langston empire, once untouchable, crumbled under the weight of her mistake. Those words reshaped a legacy in seconds. But there's more to this story. Depp's comeback wasn't just a moment. It was a masterclass in power. His wit, his calm, his truth shifted how the world saw Vanessa and her family. Could one line really change a game that much? That's the magic of this tale, and it's why stories like this stick with us. Want more drama, more lessons, more epic showdowns? Hit that like button to show this video some love. And don't forget to subscribe to Story Spot for gripping tales that keep you hooked. Click that bell so you never miss a story. We want to hear from you. Put yourself in Depp's shoes. What would you say in his place? Drop your comeback in the comments. Let's see who's got the sharpest wit. Share this video with your friends if you love a good plot twist. Join our Story Spot community for more unforgettable moments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep chasing the stories that spark. See you soon.